What's up and welcome back. First off, let me just start off by saying you guys are awesome. I'm seeing a lot of comments from you guys and I'm starting to hear from you guys a lot more, and let me just say I love it. I love the interaction. I love hearing from you guys, and yes, I read every comment and respond. So you guys are amazing. Definitely keep it up. All right, so this week we're talking about 5 top tips that I have for you guys to improve your workflow and how you grade in Davinci Resolve. Personally, I'm really excited for this one because some of these tips I've also struggled with as well myself when I actually first started out, and there wasn't a lot of resources to help back then, so can't wait to share these with you guys. Right before we jump in though, I just want to say if you're watching, thank you so much. New videos are going up every week on Mondays and Wednesdays, all about filmmaking, reviews, and so much more. So if you guys aren't already, hit that subscribe button. It helps me out immensely. And make sure you guys leave a like on this video so we can really push it out there. With that, let's jump right in. All right, so color page. First thing is copying your grade over to another shot. So down here, we can see we have all of our clips. We can enable that by going up here and selecting clips if it's not already showing for you. So I've imported in some clips here and we can see the first one I've done my grade on. I've done some work here and built out this node tree. Now this was something I struggled with when I first started because Resolve works clip by clip. So how do I get my grades to another clip? Well, there are several ways, but I'll show you my favorite way to do it. One way is you can come here and make sure you're on the clip you want, and to apply the grade to, you can actually go up to the color menu and select apply grade from prior clip. There's a keyboard shortcut for that as well, so if I undo that here and then press Shift equal, it'll apply the grade from one clip ago or one prior clip, and Shift minus will apply the grade from 2 clips ago. One more way here is if you actually select the clip you want and then hit the middle mouse button on another clip, it'll actually copy over the entire grade to the clip you've got selected. So sometimes that doesn't always work because some nodes may have been very specific to that environment, so they don't translate very well. Maybe the lighting was brighter or whatever, and then you switched around the setup and the lighting is slightly different. So if you apply the entire prior grade, it won't look good. But let's say there are elements of the prior grade you actually want. For example, in the bleach bypass look we did a couple of videos ago, I'll actually link that up in the corner, which you guys should totally check out. It's a very cool look, but that has a specific node structure to build out the bleach bypass effect. Well, you can go to that clip and right click, select grab still. If we open up the gallery here, you'll see all of the stills you've grabbed for this project. Well, if you right click and go display node graph, you'll see another window pop up with the node structure from that clip. So I can go to another clip and either drag the node directly out of that window into the new node tree, or do add node and then drag it right into the new node. If you pull a node over onto the existing one, it just overwrites what you have there already with the node attributes you're pulling over. One other tip, which is actually really useful for white balance, you can actually see here if I right click on any clip and select show picker RGB values, it'll actually show the values on the image wherever I point, as long as I have the qualifier or the picker chosen. Now, we can also tell that from our waveform, but if I wanted to be sure, I could zoom in on a white area, let's say, and put the picker over it and see here we're leaning towards blue, so we have cooler whites. You can actually tell from the scopes as well, since the blue values are much higher. If you're unsure how to read scopes, by the way, I'll link my other video up top as well, breaking down all the scopes and how to use them. Now, open effects are really useful as well, and some of the best effects I found located directly within Resolve. Actually, the nice thing is most of these are free as well and available fully with the free version of Resolve. One of those that I use all of the time is the glow effect. All right, so sometimes if you have a lot going on, like right now, your workspace is pretty compressed and it's hard to see what's going on. If you actually press Shift F, it'll make your video full screen. What I usually do now is bring back the open effects panel and the node tree so I can see what I'm doing, but the video real estate is already so much bigger. So now if I add another node and drag glow over, I can see a lot better what effect I'm having on everything. One of the tips I've always said on this channel as well is that time management is always one of the most important aspects to working. Most of the time when you're grading, it can be hundreds of shots that you need to grade, so reinventing the wheel every time isn't going to help you create quality grades. Remember, you want to go fast, but you want to be putting out quality. Shared nodes are a great way to do that, especially if you find yourself using a particular node very very often. Instead of going in and copying and pasting or going back and forth between clips, you can actually create a shared node. Here I have one of my talking head shots for my videos. I use vignette a lot on almost every shot. A lot of my shots are center framed, so I want to pull the viewer's focus to myself. So I'll often go in, create a soft vignette, and then apply it to my shots. Well, let's say I don't want an entire prior grade like I showed you at the beginning of this video, but I do want the vignette. I can actually right click the node and do save as shared node. You can rename it here, and now that's saved as a shared node that you have access to on all of your clips. So when I go to another clip, I can go add node, and then I have the option here to add a shared node. There's the one we named, and if I click it, it'll add a new node with my soft vignette that I had from the prior node. Word of warning though, using this, if you want to make any changes to it, first of all, you'll have to unlock it by right clicking and unlocking, but any changes you make here transfer to all other clips that use this same shared node, so just be very careful. If it doesn't work on a clip, then just build your vignette from scratch, for example, to work with that clip and don't use the shared node. But that's a very useful tip which makes your workflow a lot faster as well. So that's it for this week. There's plenty more tips that I have, whether it's in the color page or other areas of Resolve. So let me know what else you guys want to see. If you made it this far though, I just want to say thank you so much for watching. I'd love to hear from you guys, so make sure that you leave a comment down below. Make sure you're subscribed and you like the video as well. And until next time, go out there and create something. La da vedere. Bam!